the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Alright, today is July 10th, 2026. It is 3:30 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1, I think I'm gonna put it on this channel, but the background of my last recording showed Team Sussex background, but I think I'm gonna put both of them over here. We'll see when I'm editing. So let's go on X. In this video, we're gonna focus on WellChild. This game. I share that as well. I might share that again in this video later on. Alright, next tweet. First tweet. Prince Harry and 12-year-old patient Wyatt Makwana cut the cake celebrating 20 years of the WellChild program. The Duke looks very happy today. Let's see here. Yeah, he enjoyed doing these when he's over there. That's like his environment. He really enjoyed that. At least he tried to find humor and things. Okay, thank you for sharing as always, Chris. In a busy period and just knowing we can come straight to you and be updated is such a privilege. Thanks again. Who is that? Oh, the squaddy. Okay, as ever, thank you for all your brilliant posts. There's the heart here. This is extra. Okay, I add this to the list. Despite all the noise and desperate attempts, Prince Harry was applauded by the staff at Birmingham Children's Hospital. The Duke told the staff, quote, "I don't know if you hear it enough. The difference that you make every single day is quite literally changing daily lives." Alright, so that's that. That's nice. Okay, Prince Harry said, "But hospitals like this don't run without people like you. I understand, and we understand. That becomes harder every week with cuts. This visit is a reminder that the UK tabloids are not representative of the majority of people." There's that. Oh wow, all these are extra. Prince Harry, who is a patron of WellChild, visited Birmingham Children's Hospital to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the very first WellChild's nurse. The Duke of Sussex is visiting the UK for engagement mark 1 year until the Invictus Game 2027. All these are extra pictures. Yeah, whenever he flies certain places, he does more than one thing. So he made sure to stop by. May those kids find help, get relief, cure. Oh my goodness. Wow. Again, extra. Let me like it just in case I want. Okay, Prince Harry chatting with the nursing staff at Birmingham Children's Hospital. I love the warmth and camaraderie in the photo. Look at her. Yeah. Every picture that Harry is in, you see the people around him always have a smile. Okay, again, this is extra. Megan will travel to the UK with the kids but won't make any public appearance. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I don't even want to go into that because I do not know. If the Sussexes do not make a statement, I mean, they don't have to make that public. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm trying to avoid the noises. Okay, so this is a video highlighting the WellChild. I see BBC News following Prince Harry to Birmingham. Apparently there wasn't much security there and his wife Meghan was supposed to be at this engagement. We still don't know if he'll meet Chuck BS. Alright, 2 minutes and 18 seconds. I don't know, okay?
Continuing his visit to the UK, which got off to a rocky start. He's been at Birmingham Children's Hospital today, where he celebrated the charity WellChild, which helps seriously ill children and their families. Prince Harry's first engagement in the country on Tuesday was overshadowed by his defeat in a court case against the publishers of the Mail and Mail on Sunday. Phil Mackey reports.
Doing what he enjoys most. Prince Harry with 7-year-old Alfie Hodgetts and his mum.
Read that before?
We certainly have.
They're being supported by one of the charities of which the Prince is patron.
It's raspberry and white chocolate.
Really?
WellChild helps children with complex medical needs and their families have quality time at home. He spent over an hour inside and still had time to stop on the way out.
Well, this was the first of a 3-day visit for Prince Harry to the Midlands. This is ahead of the Invictus Games next year. What was noticeable was the lack of security, really, private security guards, no police, and quite low key considering who he is. Harry, how painful was it to lose?
It's a contrast to Tuesday when the privacy case against Associated Newspapers was lost. He'd been at an event for the Invictus Games.
Every one of us believes that those who have served their country, and in particular those whose lives have been changed by that service, deserve more than our gratitude.
And to add to the drama, yesterday's scheduled press call with the Prince was cancelled. According to a source, it was because of the extreme heat. And there were contradictory statements about whether or not he and his family would be staying at Buckingham Palace. And there's still no word on whether his wife Meghan and their 2 children Archie and Lilibet will be joining him later in his trip. Today it was business as usual for working royals.
You can hear through the back of the thing.
The King and Queen were at London Zoo checking the health of a Humboldt penguin called Lannister.
Hello, Noah. Nice to see you, Noah.
While the Prince of Wales was out in the heat in Hastings.
You love the Lego movie?
Do.
You know who's obsessed with Lego? My son, Archie.
In Birmingham, there was a chance to chat Lego with Alec Hill, who's 12.
Is this the best ward in the hospital?
Okay, that was it. Alright. So there's this here. Let me pause. This pointless engagement.
Continuing his visit to the UK.
This pointless engagement, oh well, it keeps the water busy till tomorrow. I'll just let what the Every self-respecting crazy golf course must have a windmill. Watch William tackle the course at Hastings Adventure Miniature Golf Course, which was home to the 2026 World Crazy Golf Championships. He also met local champions on his round with young people from Charity Extracts. Okay, alright, so there's more videos here. Oh, there was something. Alright, this video that I shared already will be played on our part of view service without the screenshot or whatnot. There was something he said. I wanted to stop, but let me see.
Doing what he enjoys most. Prince Harry with 7-year-old Alfie Hodgetts and his mum.
Read that before?
We certainly have.
That one where we met before. He remembers everyone he come across. Everyone he comes across, he remember. There was something else. I think it was around here.
More than our gratitude.
And to add to the drama, yesterday's scheduled press call with the Prince was cancelled. According to a source, it was because of the extreme heat. And there were contradictory statements about whether or not he and his family would be staying at Buckingham Palace.
There was something where he said there was no security around there. I mean, I don't think he will highlight places that he'll be going, because if he's not getting the type of security that he needs, he's not gonna publicize it. Alright, so back to this. Let's listen.
Royal correspondent Daniela Relf, who is in Birmingham. Hasn't been the easiest week for Harry, Daniela?
No, Jane, it hasn't. And I think Prince Harry's team will be just a little bit relieved now to have left London and to be here in Birmingham with Prince Harry doing some of those engagements where he is clearly so comfortable. That legal defeat and tensions over where he would be staying made the London leg of this visit really tricky. But he is now in the Midlands, which means there is the possibility that his wife Meghan and his 2 children, Archie and Lilibet, will join him.
Oops.
Prince Harry's personal security team have been looking at the security arrangements to see if that could be possible. Now, Meghan is officially due to be here tomorrow morning with Prince Harry at the NEC in Birmingham to mark the 12-month countdown to the start of the Invictus Games, which is to be hosted in this city next July. We don't know at this stage whether she will be attending. And the other big unknown, will Prince Harry meet his father, the King? A family reunion somewhere outside of London is not off the table. Jane.
All right, Daniela, thank you. Daniela Elf in Birmingham.
Just like I was saying here, these 2 comments here. So Harry and Meghan have terrorist threats but are leaking where they are going. So they definitely don't need security then. Haha, they are planks. Okay, do they think security have it printed all over their foreheads? I mean, why would they say where they were gonna go when they don't have the security that they need? Alright, next tweet. Princess Diana will be so proud of him. Quote, what a joy it has been to see that young boy grow to inherit his mother's warmth, sense of humor, and courage to stand up and champion the causes he truly believed in. Elton John. There's those 2 images. There's that. Okay, his mother, Princess Diana, will be so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. There's all of that. Okay, let's go to the next tweet. I think this is an ITV. Pause. ITV News, Prince Harry mobbed by nurses at Birmingham Hospital for WellChild. Lots of cheers and joy with Prince Harry's visit. Everyone looked happy to see him and engage with him. It's a shame bad dad King Charles, black security, so that Duchess Meghan, Prince Archie, and Princess Lilibet Diana couldn't join. Chris Ship reporting, and of course inserting King Charles' name into the report. I'm pretty sure Prince Harry is not desperate to see King Charles look cool for yet another reunion. How many have there been since 2020? It changes nothing. Charles will always be an institutional father rather than a real loving father to Harry. Yeah, Harry have been saying that. He just wants the family. 2 minutes and 37 seconds.
Prince Harry found himself mobbed by nurses today as he visited Birmingham Children's Hospital to celebrate 20 years of the WellChild charity. The Duke thanked staff for their work, which supports seriously ill children and their families moving from hospital to their homes. As for a reunion between Harry and his father, it's still not been nailed down, and as our royal editor Chris Ship reports, Meghan might even come to the UK after all.
Given the week he's had, Prince Harry looked surprisingly relaxed and at ease this morning. Perhaps it was the reception he was given from the nursing staff at Birmingham Children's Hospital. Perhaps it was because he was back with a charity he's worked with for 20 years.
We met before.
Certainly have.
Thank you again for coming in and sharing your stories. But it means so much to me. I've been patron for WellChild for 19 years. That means so much to me to know that the difference this charity is making to every single one of you.
What is still up in the air today, however, is whether Harry will see the King, who's thought to be at his Highgrove estate this weekend, 90 minutes from here. Harry really wants King Charles to see his other grandchildren, Archie and Lilibet, and spoke about Archie during the visit today.
You know who's obsessed with Lego? My son Archie. Obsessed. And he's very good at building things as well.
The principal reason for Harry's visit to the UK this week is this: the event tomorrow to mark a year to go until his Invictus Games is staged in Birmingham in July next year. Harry was meant to attend this event tomorrow with Meghan by his side, but her involvement was pulled when they were told they wouldn't get any state-funded security. Meghan, however, might still be in the UK with the children, but even at this late stage, neither Harry nor his father, King Charles, have found a time and a date to meet one another. They are leaving it very late. To most other families, that kind of chaos might seem absurd, but diaries are diaries, and the King's one is filled up many weeks in advance, just like it was for the visit to London Zoo today to check on the health of their residents in the heat. At least the animals had somewhere to stay in London, however. Harry was told earlier this week there was no room for him at Buckingham Palace because he hadn't let them know in time. Just like the family reunion, it seems, they're very good at leaving things late. Chris of ITV News, Birmingham.
To the World Cup.
Okay. Given the week he's had, he's won other cases ever, and this one will no doubt be uphill. He is fighting shoulder to shoulder with others and clearly has a life full of purpose. When it comes to the royal family, the press is a disgrace. He does look happy and relaxed on his own, doesn't he? Must be a relief not to be directed all the time by his controlling wife. What the hell? You could pause and read. I'm telling you, I was not gonna highlight many of these things. But anyway, the derangers have to show up. Next tweet. Hopefully, you could rewind and pause if you want to read the derangers thing. Oh my God. Next one. BBC. Is that the same thing? BBC News, Prince Harry at Birmingham Hospital for WellChild. Harry's engagement always seemed so much more warmth and fun than his stiff-backed peers. Of course, on purpose, the royal family made sure they were out during all day of Harry's UK visit so they could get a mention on his coverage and look like they were too. Blank and you will miss them, but of course, as well as wondering if Meghan will come tomorrow, they end off by speculating on a possibility that he could see bed dad King Charles, who blocked his security, somewhere outside of London. I doubt it. This time, bed dad has missed the deadline and his chance to polish up his bad vindictive dad image. Oh my God, this one is even longer. You could pause and read the comments. I'm not gonna go in the comments, okay? So let's listen.
He is continuing his visit to the UK, which got off to a rocky start. He's been at Birmingham Children's Hospital today, where he celebrated the charity WellChild, which helps seriously ill children and their families. Prince Harry's first engagement in the country on Tuesday was overshadowed by his defeat in a court case against the publishers of the Mail and Mail on Sunday. Phil Mackey reports.
Doing what he enjoys most. Prince Harry with 7-year-old Alfie Hodgetts and his mum. They're being supported by one of the charities of which the Prince is patron.
It's raspberry and white chocolate.
Really? WellChild helps children with complex medical needs and their families have quality time at home. He spent over an hour inside and still had time to stop on the way out.
Well, this was the first of a 3-day visit for Prince Harry to the Midlands. This is ahead of the Invictus Games next year. What was noticeable was the lack of security, really. Private security guards, no police, and quite low-key considering who he is. Harry, how painful was it to lose?
It's a contrast to Tuesday when the privacy case against Associated Newspapers was lost. He'd been at an event for the Invictus Games.
Every one of us believes that those who have served their country, and in particular those whose lives have been changed by that service, deserve more than our gratitude.
And to add to the drama, yesterday's scheduled press call with the Prince was cancelled. According to a source, it was because of the extreme heat. And there were contradictory statements about whether or not he and his family would be staying at Buckingham Palace. And there's still no word on whether his wife Meghan and their 2 children Archie and Lilibet will be joining him later in his trip. Today it was business as usual for working royals.
You can hear through the back of the thing.
The King and Queen were at London Zoo checking the health of a Humboldt penguin called Lannister.
Hello, Noah. Nice to see you, Noah.
While the Prince of Wales was out in the heat in Hastings.
Do you love the Lego movie? You know who is obsessed with Lego? My son.
In Birmingham, there was a chance to chat Lego with Alec Hill, who's 12.
Is this the best ward in the hospital?
And to bring his visit back on track after adverse headlines. Phil Mackey, BBC News, Birmingham.
Well, let's get the latest from our senior royal correspondent, Daniela Ralph, who is in Birmingham. Hasn't been the easiest week for Harry, Daniela?
No, Jane, it hasn't. And I think Prince Harry's team will be just a little bit relieved now to have left London and to be here in Birmingham with Prince Harry doing some of those engagements where he is clearly so comfortable. That legal defeat and tensions over where he would be staying made the London leg of this visit really tricky. But he is now in the Midlands, which means there is the possibility that his wife Meghan and his 2 children, Archie and Lilibet, will join him. Prince Harry's personal security team have been looking at the security arrangements to see if that could be possible. Now, Meghan is officially due to be here tomorrow morning with Prince Harry at the NEC in Birmingham to mark the 12-month countdown to the start of the Invictus Games, which is to be hosted in this city next July. We don't know at this stage whether she will be attending. And the other big unknown, will Prince Harry meet his father, the King? A family reunion somewhere outside of London is not off the table. Jane.
All right, Daniela. Thank you, Daniela Ralph in Birmingham.
All right, let's move on. I don't have anything else to say. Next tweet. This is JTB. Let's pause. Okay, Prince Harry lost his case against the Daily Mail. That's one lawsuit, not the whole story. While the headlines focus on the verdict, Harry was visiting sick children, supporting WellChild, encouraging bereaved military families, and being a proud dad to Archie. Character is what you do after the loss. I'm wondering if, was it Scotty Little Soldiers? I'm wondering if he visited them. But anyway, let's listen to JTB. Alright, I love this. You could, what is that? You could pause and read that. You could pause and read. I'm not gonna go in the comments, okay? This is a video. Alright, let's listen to JTB and then I'll move on to the next tweet.
You didn't think I was going to stay quiet about Prince Harry's court loss, did you? So here's my 2 cents. Prince Harry lost his case against Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Fail. You know what? It is what it is. You don't win every lawsuit. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's how the legal system works. What people are forgetting is this case wasn't just about Harry alone. This case also included Sir Elton John, David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley, Baroness Doreen Lawrence, Sadie Frost, and Sir Simon Hughes. These are people with completely different backgrounds who believed they had legitimate concerns about how their private information was obtained. The judge ruled that the claimants didn't present enough evidence to prove Associated Newspapers obtained the information unlawfully. Am I surprised? No. Maybe this is the American in me, but I expected the law to protect people from unlawful invasion of privacy. Britain seems to bend over backwards to protect the tabloid industry. If you've ever wondered why the British tabloids have become a global embarrassment, look no further than the legal system that has allowed them to flourish. This case wasn't about whether the reporting was ugly, invasive, or morally bankrupt. It was about whether the claimants could prove that the information was obtained through unlawful means. Here's the bigger picture. This loss doesn't erase Prince Harry's previous wins. It doesn't erase the settlements. It doesn't erase the apologies. It doesn't erase the fact that he has already exposed unlawful practices in the British press. And while the tabloids are busy celebrating his loss, Harry was still doing the work. He showed up for the Invictus Games Foundation. He visited Birmingham's Children's Hospital in support of WellChild, a charity he's been patron since 2007. He met seriously ill children, their families, and the nurses who care for them every day. He thanked those nurses for changing their lives. Then came one of my favorite moments. While talking with one of the young patients, Harry mentioned that Prince Archie is obsessed with Lego and even calls him a master builder. That's such a normal dad moment. In the middle of legal drama, all the headlines, all the noise, you got a glimpse of Harry simply being a proud father. He also continued his annual tradition of writing to bereaved military children through Scotty's Little Soldiers, reminding them that grief doesn't define them and that they are never alone. That's the part his critics can never seem to process. Harry can lose court cases and still show up. He can take the L and keep working. He can be dragged by the tabloids and still use his platform for veterans, sick children, military families, and people who actually need support. A legal loss is one chapter. It's not the whole book. Harry may have lost in court, but while the tabloids were celebrating a legal victory, Harry was visiting sick children, supporting WellChild, talking proudly about his son, standing with military families, and continuing the work he has done for years. That's the difference. One side makes headlines. The other side makes a difference. What carries more weight with you? A courtroom loss or years of showing up and doing the work? And that's the read. If you like your tea hot, share it, save your seat, and follow for more. This is the Notorious JTB, notoriously opinionated, signing out.
I didn't even know he did anything with Scotty Little Soldiers when I mentioned it at the beginning before I play his video. So I'm gonna start this video, and I have more tweets, but it has to do with the squad discussions and some stuff regarding JTB and some things about Haiti as well. Alright, and some of them I've already shared on my community board. Okay, the next video we're gonna start with this. I'll look for a prayer. Okay, we're gonna start with this. That's the discussion we're gonna start in the next video. So let's do a prayer. The last video I said prayer for quality of life. Let's keep the same prayer but different the same. Okay, let's do the first one. Okay, biblical prayer is when, okay, no, that's not a prayer. Oh my god, I want a small one. Okay, maybe this. It's kind of blurry, my god. Alright, prayer. Alright, prayer. God, you are well acquainted with my struggles, and they don't scare or shock you. Instead, you seem to view them as opportunities to strengthen me and show off your glory through me. So today, I chose to bring my struggles to you. I will rejoice even as I encounter hard times, because I know you are refining me and giving me the strength to endure. Thank you. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright, so that is it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, so that is it. Thanks for watching.